It's Monday. Where's Martin?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Martin, what are you doing?
Do-do-do-do. Oh, just coming to see you. It's Monday.
No, what are you doing? You're driving on the fairway.
Oh, man, I was so excited to see you. I didn't even think about that. I did just come across the fairway, and I look back now. I see my tire tracks. I see other tire tracks. You know, cart traffic here at Black Diamond has always been a pretty big issue since COVID when everything changed. I know that there's discussions possibly about things changing. Dave, is there something you can share with us in the membership?
Martin, I'm glad you said that. Beginning November 1st, we're going to require only 2 carts per foursome. And the reason for that is the fairways and the turf quality. When you've got 4 carts per foursome going down there, they really destroy the turf and ruin its quality. So to give us the best opportunity to give the members the best turf and the best experience, we're going to limit it to 2 carts and per foursome. And you have to have a doctor's excuse if you have to ride by yourself.
So you're talking about a handicap flag. You apply for that and you would get a handicap flag to put on your cart to be able to go, say, off the roughs and the paths on the quarry, or maybe any of the other golf courses too. And by reducing the cart from 4 to 2, you're also reducing from 16 tires, say, leaving tire tracks and tire marks everywhere, down to the standard 2 carts where there's only 8 tires. Now we have the ranch opening up also. Is what's going on with there in terms of protocols with the cart?
Yes, well, the ranch is scheduled to open in December. So the reason we're starting November 1st with 2 carts per foursome is because when you get on the ranch course, when it opens, 2 carts only, just like the quarry. And you have to keep the carts as far from the fairway as possible and stay on the cart path near the greens and tees because the turf is so new. It's not mature yet. And we don't want to have carts hurting it.
So we're going back to old school, conventional, taking carts at golf courses where 2 carts per foursome, barring somebody having a handicap flag. And then the ranch will be like that along with the Highlands. So we're really going back to being a conventional 2 cart per group facility starting November 1st, because the ranch, when it opens in December, would already begin under that guide.
Yes, and to talk about handicap flags for a second, if you have a physical handicap and you have trouble walking or anything like that, you can drive within 10 yards of the green. That requires a doctor's written note, okay? And it's 10 yards from the green. That's 30 feet.
Yes.
It's not 10 inches.
No.
It's 10 yards.
You know, you bring up, we'll get off this point in a second, but one of the areas that you see a lot of breach, since don't see a lot of flags, is say like left of the second green on the quarry. Invariably, we get a lot of calls in, there's people left of the second green of the quarry. There's really not 10 yards of green left of the second green on the quarry. So that would be an area that almost, flag or no flag, would have a hard time getting over to that area because of so little space. And we have other areas like that too. But in particular, that was just an area that stood out because of the number of complaints, say, that come across your desk every day.
Yes.
You know, we're moving on to another subject here, and that is the driving range. It's been completely sodded and rolled. It's been mown quite a few times now. It's coming along magnificently. The range floor looks beautiful. They filled in those bunkers. It's just a beautiful grassy area out there now. What is the time frame with the driving range?
Well, the practice range is going to open November 1st or earlier. Okay, I talked to Joey Halter, our director of agronomy, and he feels like it's knitting in pretty well together. What we're considering, and we haven't done this yet, but we'll let the members know, is to have the driving range tees closed on Monday and just use the mats. We got 27 brand new mats that just came in. And we're thinking about just Mondays only, using the mats. If you want to hit full shots, you still have the chipping green and putting green. By all means, use those. And that'll give us a chance to rest that grass.
And that's going to be on Monday when ordinarily the clubhouse is closed too.
Exactly.
So you can come out, chip, putt, play golf, enjoy the facility.
Yes.
The clubhouse and the driving range won't be open.
Yep. I wanted to make one point. We love our members. We love when they bring guests. We love everybody to have a great experience at Black Diamond Ranch. We have 2 of the most iconic golf course in the United States, the quarry and the ranch.
Absolutely.
To keep them in the shape we want to keep them, we have to just tighten it up a little bit with 2 carts per foursome.
Yeah.
Perhaps that practice range just using that tee on Mondays.
Yeah.
And we want what the members want. We want great quality of turf and a great experience for all our members.
Well, with the investment that Escalante Golf has already begun to make with the ranch and the improvements there, and the cottages that are in development are going to be open in February, the quarry undertaking, which will happen next summer, you know, with them putting in this type of investment into the facility, the least that we can do is try to help it along by reducing cart traffic, reducing club and foot traffic on the range. A day doesn't take a lot out of anybody's life, especially say on Monday, but what it does to preserve the driving range really helps in the overall picture. We also put a new tee, did we not, on number 15 here on the quarry, a new women's tee, and then a championship tee on number 8. They were both freshly resodded?
Yes, yep. They've done that throughout both courses, the Highlands and the quarry, and it's going to be in great shape. We want to enhance the member experience, not limit it.
I agree, and you guys are doing a good job doing that. The other thing that I found somewhat surprising was this past Sunday, you know, we have the NFL Sunday ticket up in the clubhouse every Sunday, wonderful food specials, and actually the food is phenomenal. But I went in there around 1 o'clock, around kickoff time, because my team, who got their butts kicked, the 49ers, wasn't on conventional TV here, because the Jaguars and the Bucks invariably are. So we have the Sunday ticket up there in the clubhouse, and there were at least 40 or 45 people enjoying games and enjoying beer and snacks and finger foods and wings, and it was really a festive time. If you haven't been up there to witness a Sunday up there, please do so. If there's a game you want to see, you can call and see if you can reserve that game if somebody hasn't reserved a prior game already. But the Sunday ticket is really going to be a special thing this year up there. Everything's rolling along really, really well. Dave, is there anything else you really want to add?
No, I do want to tell you about an experience I had back in the late 70s. I was in college in Lakeland at Florida Southern College, and we went to see the Bucks. They had just gotten started, and they were 0-28. And in the newspaper, some Bucks player had been arrested for beating up a guy really bad, almost killed him. And he got off because the judge said, look, he plays for the Bucks. They can't beat anybody.
Well,
anyway,
on that note, we're going to leave you. We will see you next week, another segment of Mondays with Martin. And we have a nice little tidbit that we're going to throw into the show next week. I think everybody's going to please about. Until then, have a great week. We'll see you.